Hello friends, you are watching ISC Mathematics and we are solving exercise 3 of chapter number 5 matrices, adjoint and inverse. ISC Mathematics Standard 12. Okay, now we have completed in the last video exercise 2. Now we will start third exercise. In this exercise we will find the inverse of a matrix using elementary root transformations. Yes or no? We have studied this method how to find the inverse using elementary root transformation. So for a 2 by 2 matrix and 3 by 3 matrix, today we will solve the sums. Okay, from the textbook exercise. So exercise 3, let us do number 2 from question number 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 7. Okay, now we know that the first step from where we begin is A is equals to IA. Yes or no? Matrix A can be written as I into A because I, a product of identity matrix and a matrix, gives the matrix itself. Clear? So using this result, now we will move further. We will put the values of A and I. Okay, the purpose, first let us put this matrix 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, I is 1, 0, 0, 1 and A we will keep as A only. Okay, now we will, using the elementary row transformation, using the properties of elementary row transformations, okay, we will convert the matrix A on the left hand side into an identity matrix. Yes or no? And whichever operation we carry on the left hand side, the same operation we will carry in the identity matrix on the right hand side. So gradually what will happen, the left side will change into identity matrix, and on the right hand side we will get a new matrix which will be the required inverse, because we know that I will be equal to A inverse into A or A into A inverse. Clear? So this is A. So obviously the next matrix which is in multiplication with A will obviously be inverse of A. Okay, now our target is to first bring over here in the first element A11 1. Okay, so it is already 1. Now look at the column. Okay, 1 then 0. So here in place of 3 we will try to bring 3, and for that whatever required operation is there, elementary row transformation we will carry on. Okay, so in order to bring here 0, what we will do, multiply first row by 3 and subtract. Yes or no? So on R2 minus 3 into R1 we will carry on, and this operation on both the sides will carry on. Okay, so we will get over here 0, and 7 minus 6 will be 1, and the same operation in this on the right hand side. So minus 3, first row as it is, let us write down here minus 3 and here 1 only. Okay, so this is the first operation done. So we got 1, 0. Now our second target is to get 1 and 0 in order. Okay, so first we will get 1 over here. Now you will notice that 1 is already given. Clear? So now let us bring over here 2. So in order to bring over here, here 0 we will bring. In order to bring over here 0, obviously on R1 minus 2 into R2 we can do. So let us do that. Therefore on R1 minus 2 into R2, so 1, 0, 0, 1 minus 3, 1 second row as it is, multiply by 2 minus 6. So here we get 7, and over here by 2, 2 1s are 2, 0 minus 2 is minus 2 only. Clear? So now we got I, and this is required A inverse, and therefore I is equals to A inverse into A, and therefore required inverse is a matrix of order 2 having entries, row wise entries 7, -2, -3 and 1. So this is the second one. Yes or no? So similarly, let us solve one more question. Let us solve fourth one. Okay, now let us solve fourth one of question number 1. 1, 2, 2, -1. Let us name this matrix to be matrix A. Okay, now we know that A is equals to IA. Okay, matrix A is 1, 2, 2, -1 is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1 into A we will keep as it is. Okay, now 1 is already there, so let us bring over here 0. So for that on R2 minus 2 into R1. Okay, so 1, 2, 0. Here we will get -5. Yes or no? Is equal to 2 1s are 2, so -2 and 1. Okay, now to bring over here 1, we can multiply second row by -1/5. So on R2 -1/5 into R2 we will carry on. So first row as it is, second row 0, 1 we will get. Okay, on the right side first row as it is, second row will be 2/5 and -1/5. Okay, now finally we need to bring over here 0. So on R1 -2 into R2 we can do on R1 -2 into R2. Okay, so 1, 0, 0, 1 is equal to, okay, let us multiply by 4/5. 1 minus 4/5 will be 1/5 only. Okay, and by 2, so -2/5. 1 plus 0 plus 2/5 is 2/5. Clear? Then 2/5 and minus 1/5. Here, so this is the required inverse. Therefore I is equal to A inverse into A, and therefore A inverse is equal to 1/5, 2/5, 2/5. Okay. In the textbook answer it seems given wrong, 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1. So we can verify that our answer is correct or not by just simply multiplying A and A inverse. Let us check whether we are getting I or not. Okay, then we will correct in the textbook. Okay, so A is 1, 2, 2 minus 1 and 1/5, 2/5, 2/5 minus 1/5. So 1/5 plus 4/5, 2/5 minus 2/5, 2/5 minus 2/5, 4/5. Yes, so we are getting 1, 0, 0, 1. So our answer is correct. So let us make the correction in the textbook also. The answer will be 1 by 5, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. Yes. Okay, so we have done. Now let us solve question number 2. Finding the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix using elementary row transformation is little bit easier, but you have to take care while finding the inverse of a 3 by 3 matrix using elementary row transformation, because that is the case where there are chances of mistakes. Okay, so those also 2 questions we will solve. Question number 2. We are given A, B, C, D. Okay, AD my determinant is not equal to 0. It means it is invertible. AD minus BC not equal to 0. Okay. A, B, C, D. A is equals to IA. Therefore, A, B, C, D. 1 0 0 1 into A. Okay, to bring over here 1, what we will do, we will divide by A. Yes or no? First row. So on R1, 1 upon A into R1. So 1 B by A, C D. Over here 1 upon A, 0 0 1. Here we got over here 1. Now we want to bring over here 0. So we have C. So we can multiply first row by C and then subtract. So on R2 minus C into R1. So let us write down the first row as it is over here 0 and BC by A. D minus, so AD minus BC. AD minus BC upon A. Okay, R2. So R1 as it is, and C. So C by 0 minus C upon A, and this will be 1 only. Clear? Okay, now we want to bring over here 1. So in order to bring 1, we will multiply by its reciprocal, simple. So on R2 A upon AD minus BC into R2. Okay, so now let us do this correction now. Means multiplication next step. Okay, so R2, so R1 will be as it is only. Yes or no? R2 0, so 0 will be 0 only, and here you will get 1 is equal to 1 upon A 0. Okay, A will get cancelled, so minus C upon AD minus BC, or C upon BC minus AD we can write. Clear? And here A upon AD minus BC. Okay, now finally over here we want to bring 0. Yes or no? So in order to bring over here 0, we'll multiply this by B by A, or what we can do, if don't want to multiply, yes, but we have to multiply by B by A, and then we will subtract. Yes or no? So on R1 minus B by A into R2. So 1 0 0 1. Okay, R2 will be as it So minus C upon AD minus BC, A upon AD minus BC. Okay, if you multiply by B by A, so minus BC upon A into AD minus BC. Let us solve over here. 1 upon A and minus minus plus BC upon A into AD minus BC. So it will be 1 plus BC. No, AD minus BC plus BC. So AD upon A into. Okay, on solving this we will get this bracket will be multiplied with 1. So AD minus BC plus BC, minus BC plus BC will get cancelled. AD upon A into AD minus BC. So D upon AD minus BC, D upon AD minus BC we will get. And over here, okay, we are multiplying by B upon A. So B and 0. Yes or no? So just multiply B and A. So A will get cancelled over here. So only B upon AD minus BC we are left with what? B upon AD minus BC. So let me write down B upon AD minus BC. Now AD minus 1 upon AD minus BC will be common in the last step. 1 upon AD minus BC is common. DB minus CA. Obviously it is understood this is the determinant only, and inverse of a 2 by 2 adjoint we know it is taken by just interchanging. Yes or no? And over here minus sign will also come because we are subtracting from 0. Clear? So by interchanging the diagonal elements and by changing only the off diagonal elements, so this is the adjoint and this is determinant. So adjoint upon determinant is the inverse. So it is very clear. Yes or no? It is verified. So this is the answer. So question number 2 is over. So 2 by 2 matrices, now you can use elementary row transformation, and remaining sums you can try yourself. Okay, try to find the inverse. Now let us solve. Let us find the inverse of 3 by 3 matrix using the elementary row transformation method. Question number 5, we are given 1 0 0 2 2 0 3 4 5. Okay, obviously the determinant is 10 not equal to 0. This is invertible matrix, so we will use now elementary row transformation to find the inverse. Remember that we will start from the this is a common step. A is equals to IA, and therefore if you name the given matrix to be A is equals to IA, then 1 0 0 2 2 0 3 4 5 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, now remember that on the left side we need to bring identity matrix of order 3. So this matrix we have to bring over here. Okay, so how will you proceed? You will, in the sequence, column wise, will get the values 1 0 0 first. Once the first column is complete, then only we will think for the second column over here. Yes or no? So if you look in this particular matrix, the first column is 1 0 0 itself. It is done only. Clear? So now second column first we will bring 1 and then 2 zeros. Clear? Up and down. So our first task is to bring over here, what we need to bring over here, 1. Okay, so if you want to bring over here 1, what you can do, you have to think. Okay, what we can do, we can directly divide the second row by 2. Yes or no? This is the best option. Clear? So on R2, 1 by 2 into R2, if you do 1 0 0 2 1 0 3 2 5 is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 by 2 0 0 0 1. Okay, and 1 0 is already there, so now here you need to bring 0. So what we will do, we will multiply by 2 and subtract. Clear? So on R1 minus 2 into R2 0 1 2. Okay, where you are not carrying any operation, the 2 rows first you write down as they are. So here second and third we are not going to do any changes. So first I have written second and the third rows. Okay, now in the first row we are making changes, so let us make now. Okay, so here you will get 0 and here multiplied by 2, so 4. 3 minus 4 will be minus 1. Now corresponding changes on the right hand side, 0 0 1 1. Okay, multiplied by 2, so 1 0 minus 1 and here 0 only. Clear? Into A. So this is the next step. So now second column also we got 1 0 0. Yes or no? Now third column like this, 1 0 0. So first our first task is to bring over here 1. So in place of 5 we want 1. So what you can do, okay, what we can do now, let us divide by 1 by 5. It is the easier task. Yes or no? Okay, so we will divide the third row by 1 by 5. So on R3, 1 by 5 into R3. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 minus 1 2 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 0 0 1 by 2 0 0 0 1 by 5. Yes or no? So far we got over here 1, now here 0 and 0. Now 2 more steps we have to do. Okay, in order to get the final answer. So let us do now the steps over here. Okay, now first in order to bring over here 0, we will multiply by 2 and subtract. So on R2 minus 2 into R3. So on R2 we are doing so first and second, and simultaneously on R1 also I will carry on. R1 minus R1 plus R3. Yes or no? Because here directly you will get 0 if you add. So first on R2. So let us make now changes on R2. Okay, first let us make changes on R1 only, because on R1 plus R3 only we have to do. So 1 0 0 we got now on R2. On R2 what we are doing? R2 minus 2 into R3. So here no change. Yes or no? Here also no change. And here we will get 0 and 0 0. Okay, so left hand side, so we have to write only identity matrix, but main thing we have to change over here. Okay, this is the answer, because you are going to get the answer on this side, so there must not be any mistake. Okay, here we know that finally identity matrix will come. Okay, so now on R1 plus R3, so 1 plus 0 1 minus 1 and 0 plus 1 by 5, 1 by 5. Now multiply by 2, no changes, 0, 1 by 2, 2 by 5, so minus 2 by 5, 0, 0, 1 by 5. Okay, so hence we got A inverse, therefore A inverse is 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. So let us check the answer. Okay, now we have solved number 5, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 5, minus 2 by, yes, that is the correct answer. Clear? So number 5 is over. Now one more question of 6, 7 or 9 we can solve. So let me solve now question number 7. Yes or no? Okay, so question number 7. Let us name this matrix to be matrix A only. 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 1 and minus 1, 1. 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 1, minus 1, 1, 1. Okay, done. Now let us begin. A is equal to IA. Therefore 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 1, minus 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, now obviously 1 is there, so here 0 and 0. So on R2, R2 minus 2 into R1 and on R3, R3 plus R1. Okay, so let us write down the resulting matrix. First row no change, second row R2 minus 2 R1. So here 0, 3 minus 4 minus 1, 5 to the 10, 1 minus 10 minus 9. Okay, then only adding R3 plus R1, so 0, 3 and 6 is equal to now similar steps 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 2, 0 minus 2 minus 2, 1, 0. Okay, done. Now so 1, 0, 0 is clear. Now 1 on 8, 2 to here, if you want to bring 1, what you will do? Okay, make changes in such a way that these two zeros are not disturbed. Now if you may think of adding on R2, R2 plus R1, but if you add, then here these zeros will be disturbed. Yes or no? Because 1 plus 0 will be 1. So again you have to bring. Once we have got two zeros, then transform in such a way that this sequence must not be disturbed. Clear? Okay, so another thing of another way, while you cannot add, okay, so what you can do, you can multiply R2 by 1 at least. So we will get over here. Clear? So let us do that. So on R2 minus 1 into R2. So minus 1 you have to multiply second row by minus 1, which means you have to only change the sign. 0, 3, 6. Similarly 1, 0, 0, 2 minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Here now we got over here 1. Now on these two places we have to bring zeros. So now it is easy. Multiply by 2 and subtract subtract, multiply by 3 and subtract. So on R2, on R1 minus 2 into R2, and on R3 minus 3 into R2. Okay, so first on R1 let us make changes. 1 0 and 9 2 is 18, 5 minus 18 minus 13. Okay, second row as it is. Here 0 0 and 27, 6 minus 27 will be minus 21. Now similarly over here, since R2 will remain same, let me put first R2 on R1 minus 2, so 1 minus 4 minus 3, so 2 ones are 2, and over here 0. Okay, now by 3, 3 minus 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 minus 6 minus 5 plus 3 and 1. Okay, so this is done. Now first and second columns are complete. Now 1 0 0 we need to bring, so let us do that. Okay, now in order to bring over here 1, what we will do, we will multiply by minus 1 upon 21, yes or no? So on R3 minus 1 upon 21 into R3 here. Yes, so 1 0 minus 13 0 1 9 0 0 1 minus 3 2 0 2 minus 1 0 5 by 21 minus 3 by 21 minus 1 by 21. Okay, therefore, so now here 2 more zeros we want finally, so 9 on R2 minus 9 into R1, on R2 minus 9 into R1, and on R3 minus R3 plus 13 into R3, sorry, R3, R3, yes, on R1. First on R2 minus 9 R1, yes or no? Yes, so here you will get 0, okay, and then on R1 plus 13 into R3. Okay, so now let us carry on the operation. So here obviously you will put identity matrix without any hesitation, only the care which you have to take over here. Okay, so first on R2, on R1 let us do R1 13 into R3, so minus 3 plus 65 upon 21 we will solve 63, so 2 by 21, yes or no? We will do slowly only so that we don't do any mistake. Again 13 plus we have to do, so 2 minus 3 by 21 we will get, yes or no? 3 by 21, 3 upon 21, though we can reduce but we will not reduce because 21 may be common in the denominator. So let us first check all the steps, then only any reduction if possible we can do. Okay, again R1 13, so minus 13 upon 21, this will be as it is only. Okay, done. Now second row what we have to do? 9. Okay, so first element is 2 minus 9. 9 5 is 45 by 21 minus 3 by 21 we will get. Okay, then we have minus 1 and minus minus plus 27 by 6 by 21 and then 0 plus 9 by 21, so 9 by 21 only. Okay, and the third row as it is 5 by 21, 5 by 21 minus 3 by 21 and minus 1 by 21. Clear? So now we got the answer only 1 by 21 if you take common, and then we can check 2, 3 minus 13 minus 3, 6, 9, 5 minus, okay, done. So this is the correct answer. Therefore 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 is equal to 1 upon 21 will be common, 2 3 minus 13 minus 3 6 9 5 minus 3 minus 1 into A, and therefore A inverse is equal to 2 3 minus 13 minus 3 6 9 and 5 minus 3 minus 1. So this is the answer. I hope you have understood this method. Okay, 3 elementary row transformations we are carrying on. The first one is okay on Ri k into Ri. Okay, second one is Ri Rj, yes or no, or Rij, interchanging any two rows, only rows. You cannot, remember important thing, you cannot carry on. If you are taking elementary row transformation, then we will use the 3 row transformations only. You are not going to make any changes column wise. Clear? Okay, so you can multiply any one row by some non-zero constant k. Second one, Ri to Rj, interchanging any two rows. And third one is on Ri Ri plus k into Rj. Yes or no? So it means adding multiplying each element of any one row by non-zero constant k and adding to the corresponding elements of some other row. Clear? So these 3 row transformation. Similarly, the 3 transformations you can take for columns also, elementary column transformation. But don't mix up row and column, both the transformation in a single sum. Okay, if you are carrying row transformation, then carry on row transformation only. If you are doing by column transformation, then you should carry on with the column transformation only. Yes or no? So these 3 operations are only to be carried on, remember. Okay, not others. And what is the sequence you should remember? The sequence of bringing the identity matrix on the right hand side is 1 first, then 0 0, then 1, then 0 0, anyway 0 you can bring, and then 1 here and 0 0. Clear? So in this sequence only if you proceed you will be able to solve. Clear? So I hope you have understood this question, how to solve these questions using elementary row transformations very well. So with this we complete this exercise. Okay. Now the next exercise, let us begin. That is objective type questions only, so it will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, fourth one. Now this is for competitive purpose only. Objective type questions are there. Okay, very short answer questions. Okay, depending on the properties. So make sure that you have gone through all the properties which I have given in the explanation part. Okay, of this chapter. Properties of adjoint and properties of inverse. Clear? So with the help of those properties we will solve. Number one, we have to find the adjoint of the matrix 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. Okay, we know how to find adjoint. Just interchange. If this is matrix A, then adjoint will be obtained by interchanging the diagonal elements and by changing only the signs of the off diagonal elements. This is adjoint of A. Clear? So this is the first question. Okay, now let us solve the second question. Okay, we are given determinant of A. We have to find the adjoint. Determinant of adjoint of A. Now let us recall the property. Determinant of adjoint of A is given by determinant of A raised to n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. Here order is given 2 in this particular question. So putting the value in the formula, determinant of A is 5. So 5 raised to 2 minus 1, that is 5 only. Clear? So answer is 5. Okay, now let us solve the third question. Okay, matrix order of matrix is given to be 3, determinant is given to be 5. Again we have to find the adjoint. So formula is determinant of A raised to n minus 1. So 5 raised to 3 minus 1. 5 square is equal to 25. Now let us solve the fourth question. Okay. Order of A, n is given to be 3, non-singular matrix. Adjoint of A is equals to determinant of A raised to k. Then we have to write the value of k. Okay, so obviously value of k will be, we know that adjoint of A, this formula, if you consider that adjoint of A is equals to determinant of A raised to n minus 1, value of n is 2. So determinant of A raised to 3 minus 1, so determinant of A is 2. So comparing the two right hand side, we will get k is equal to 2. So this is question number 4. Now question number 5. Okay, we are given 1, 2, 4, 2. Okay. If determinant of 2a is equal to k into a is given, okay, recall the property k into a is equal to k raised to n into determinant of a. So now we will put the value over here. 2 raised to k is equals to 2 raised to 2 into determinant of A. So 2 raised to 2 is 4, and determinant of A we can calculate it. So determinant of A will be 2 minus 4 to the 8, so minus 6. Okay, so 6 4 the 24. Clear? So this is the answer. Okay, sorry, but we have to write only value of k only. We don't have to write the answer. So what is the value of k? Value of k is 4 only. Here if you compare the right hand side, you will get the value of k to be 4. Okay, so for this you please remember this. If not noted, then you will note down this one. Okay, now question number 6. Order of determinant matrix A is given to be 3, determinant of A is given to be 5. We have to find A into adjoint of A. Now let us recall the property. A into adjoint of A is equal determinant of A into In, therefore determinant of A into adjoint of A is equals to, now use this property, so determinant of A raised to n is 3 into determinant of In. Okay, so determinant of 5 raised to 3 into determinant of identity matrix will be 1, so answer will be 125. Clear? So what answer they have given, 126 is wrong. You just make a correction, you write down it to be 125. Okay, now question number 7. So we have to find the value of A such that the matrix is singular. So determinant will take to be 0. 3 to the 6A minus 8. A is equals to 8 by 6. 4 by 3. Yes or no? Question number 7 is also done. Now question number 8. What is the value of 3 into I3? Okay, order 3. So recall the property K into A is equal to K raised to n into determinant of A. So 3 raised to n into determinant of, now 3 raised to n, order is given to be 3 only in this case. So 3 raised to 3, that is 27. Yes or no? So 27 into 1, the answer will be 27. Okay, now let us solve question number, we have completed 8. Now we will solve question number 9. If A is a square matrix of order 3, A dash means A transpose. Yes or no? So adjoint of A is equal to 64. Let us use the property adjoint of determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A raised to n minus 1. Okay, so 64 is equal to determinant of A raised to n minus 1. Therefore order 3. A is a matrix of order 3. Okay, so here we can write 3 minus 1, 2. Yes or no? 64 determinant of A raised to 2. So 8 is 8 square is equals to determinant of A square, and therefore determinant of A is 8, and therefore determinant of A transpose is 8 only, because we know that determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. These both the values are always equal only. Clear? Plus or minus 8 will come. Why? Because we have taken the square root, so just to mind it, here you write down plus or minus A in place of only plus sign. Okay, so question number 9 is also done. Now let us solve question number 10. Okay, order of A is given to be 3 into A is equal to Ka. Okay, so 3 raised to 3, that is again 27 only. So I think this is a repeated question. Yes or no? Somewhere. Okay, no problem. Leave it. So 27. Here, because here you are going to get 27. Not repeated but similar kind of question. Question number 11. Singular matrix. So determinant must be 0. Yes or no? Okay, so 520 minus 4x minus 2x minus 2. So minus 6x is equal to minus 18x is equal to 3. Question number 11 is also over. 12, 13 and 14 3 more questions are left. Question number 12. Okay, now writing A inverse is easier for a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, write A inverse. In terms of A, okay, no problem, let us write down. Okay, so here determinant of A will be 3 to the minus 6 minus 15 minus 21 and A inverse is equal to okay, let us find out adjoint. Adjoint of A will be minus 3. Okay, so A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A minus 21. Okay, or what we can do, we can take determinant of A is equals to determinant of A transpose. Yes or no? Okay, so now let us do further step. Let us take minus sign common. So A inverse is equals to 1 upon 21 into 3. A inverse whole transpose is equal. Okay. Three 5 minus 2. This is number 12. Okay, we have done mistake in the question, it seems. Yes or no? So let me correct the question. There is a mistake in the question. Because if it is symmetric, then only it is possible, something like that. Yes or no? So okay, now determinant of A will be minus 19. Clear? Okay. Again, minus. Okay, now A inverse adjoint of A. Yes, now take minus sign common, so we get the answer over here. 2, 3, 5 minus 2 into A. Clear? So this is the answer, A inverse in terms of A. So question number 12 is over. Now question number 13. Okay, A is invertible matrix of order 3, determinant of A inverse. Okay, we have to find out, we know that determinant of A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A. So determinant of A is 7, so 1 upon 7 will be the answer. Okay, answer in your textbook is given to be 7, it seems, which is wrong. So just make a correction. Okay, determinant of A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A. So 1 upon 7 is the answer. Okay, so question number 13. Okay, this is by mistake I have done question number 14. Let me do question number 13 over here. Okay, order of matrix A is given to be 3. Adjoint of A is given to be 49. Okay, we have a formula, determinant of adjoint is equal to determinant of n minus 1. So determinant of 3 minus 1, 2. So determinant of 7 square, and therefore determinant is equal to plus or minus 7. So 13, 14, and now the last question of this last exercise of your chapter, question number 15. Okay, order of matrix A is given to be 3. We have to find A square whole inverse. Okay, now recall the property AB whole inverse is equals to B inverse into A inverse. Using this property we can write A square whole inverse is equals to A inverse. Okay, A into A whole inverse is equals to A inverse into A inverse is equals to A inverse the whole square. Clear? So this is the answer. We have used this property over here. Okay, so these objective type questions are all over, and with this the last exercise and the chapter number 5 is also over. Okay, further multiple choice questions are given. You can practice yourself those questions. Okay, so in the next video we will start with a new chapter. Thank you very much. Take care.